What's up, Universal fans? I am your host, Chad, and I am joined by my lovely wife, Paula.
Queen P.
Queen P.
No, not really.
This is the Daydreaming of Universal Studios Hollywood podcast.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, thanks for listening. This is the first time it's just the two of us. And in today's episode, we are going to be talking about 5 hotels that are within a pretty close range to Universal Studios Hollywood.
Close range. What does that mean? 5 miles? 2 miles?
No, all of these are within 2 miles.
Okay.
A couple of them are within walking distance. One we've been to. Full disclosure, we have only been to one of these hotels, so we hope to be able to get to more of them. The main thing I wanted to say is, like, the hotels here are a lot different than they are in Orlando, whereas in Orlando, they own a lot of their all of their hotels. They're ran by Lowe's, but these locations, they're not owned because they don't have the amount of rooms, so they weren't able to have their own hotels. So it's a little bit different. They have partner hotels. So, yeah.
Like they weren't able to have all of the property? Is that what it is?
Right. They only had so much property to work with that they couldn't really build their own hotels. So, yeah, they just kind of partner, which is why in Orlando, one of the great perks is that you can stay at some of the premier hotels and then you get Express Pass for free. Well, they have nothing like that in Hollywood. That would be awesome.
That would be cool.
But they don't. And we'll go into that a little bit more. But before we do, we're going to go into some news. So right now, we're approaching holidays at Universal. I am sad to read this because we can't go. And when I was looking at this, it makes me want to go really bad.
Well, technically we're free Thanksgiving weekend. We could just be spontaneous, as you would say.
Don't tempt me. Did you hear that, Sophie?
Are we just going to, get the funds out of nowhere?
We're going to use that credit card, rack up the money like we've done the last 3 trips?
Nope. Not happening.
Yeah, we're poor, so we cannot go down for a while. I don't know when we're going to get to go back down, but right now, so it's holidays at Universal, and that runs from November 25th to January 1st.
That's coming right up. What is today, the 17th? Something like that? That's
so
like next week.
Yep. So some of the things, I was on the Universal website, and they have Christmas in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter.
Oh, that would be so cool.
So some of the descriptions from that: join the celebration as Hogwarts Castle lights up for the holidays and festive decor brightens up the streets of Hogsmeade. Enjoy a hot butterbeer, the best butterbeer, while the Frog Choir puts a holiday spin on its performances. Then shop delightful seasonal merch. Pretty cool.
Sounds amazing.
I know.
Merry Christmas to us.
Is that my Christmas present? And you've been keeping it a secret from me?
Oh, I wish. I wish I could be that generous.
They also have Grinchmas, which is...
Olivia would love that.
That would be cool. I didn't do a whole lot, but the description for Grinchmas was warm fuzzies with a side of sarcasm. So it's me.
Yeah.
With some fuzzy socks.
And Olivia.
Yeah, so I think that would be fun. I do want to do that one of these years. I think it'd be great to be there. I don't think they do the Macy's Day Parade like they do in Orlando, but it'd be cool to be there. I'd love to see. I've seen some videos of the lights that they put on Hogwarts Castle. Looks really neat. I think that'd be pretty awesome to go to.
I imagine the traffic as far as people and just the busyness would just be insane though, right? I mean, it would probably be busier than ever.
I think the park is always going to be busy now, no matter what, especially once some new areas open up. I mean, that's just kind of the way that it is. But I was actually reading about this on some of the Facebook pages today, and it seems like it's not quite as busy if you were going to go on Christmas Day. because obviously people are doing all of their
Family
holiday,
or friend, whatever.
family. So that would
Traditions.
I don't know. That would be
Ooh.
really fun.
New tradition.
I like that tradition. All right, let's get into some more news. I think a lot of you have read about this if you're a fan and you've seen, but Universal has announced that the Animal Actors special effects show in the Production Central store will close on January 8th, 2023 to make way for a future attraction.
Bum, bum, bum. And we don't know what it is.
Well, there's speculation. Universal's always very secretive. It's like when they built the Velocicoaster in Orlando, they said it was going to be a churro stand for the longest time.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. So they don't like to say too much, but you know,
Well,
as
clearly,
far
churro stand Velocicoaster. That's like a huge...
as a little bit of difference,
Huge difference.
Great joke by them. The Animal Actors,
Well, that was okay.
it's okay.
I mean, it's impressive that they can train animals to do tricks and do things like that. It was cool. It was fun to watch like one time, but if we went back, I wouldn't want to do it again.
Right, I'm kind of the same way. Now, the special effects show I thought was actually really cool. I thought
That was cool.
I thought
That
it
was
a blast.
that was the one with the water and like the ship and stuff too.
No. That was that one we went in that big theater
right,
and there was
yes.
a ton of people and the lady's hair that was touching us. If you
And
want
they-
to listen back to some of our past episodes.
No, yeah, I remember now.
Yeah, and then they did the knife thing at the beginning where they cut them open and then the
lit a
guy caught on fire. Yeah, I thought it was
Yes.
really cool. So it'll be a little sad that that's going. I mean, that's kind of taken away a little bit from what Universal has always been about.
But again, once you go and watch it one time, are you going to go back again?
Yeah, not every trip. Like
right.
if you were
we
a regular,
went back,
yeah,
I would not watch. I would not go to the special effects or the Animal Actors show again.
that's a good point. The other thing, the Production Central store, I don't know if we even went in this, to be honest with you. We're not really big store people, so I don't. Well,
We loved going to
going
the
in stores for like merchandise and
Yeah.
seeing like that. I don't really know what that one was all about. And once again, I just want to say we're fairly new to Universal Studios Hollywood. We were there a couple months ago now, and had a blast. And our goal is to be there a little bit more. I keep trying to talk Mrs. Day into going down more, so we'll see. I'm going to keep poking the bear a little bit.
The bear? What?
Bear, like a nice cuddly bear.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll
Do you-
settle for that.
Do you want to hear what the rumor is that's going in
Yes.
that area?
Yes, please tell. Spill the beans.
The rumor is that the new ride will be themed after the Fast and the Furious franchise. Now, before I see that look on your face right now, and I think that's partly because the Fast and the Furious ride in Orlando and then what's on the tram tour, it's not good. Nobody
it's
likes
fine,
it, right?
but I'm just really surprised
Well, here's
based
the
on
thing.
the overall review.
It's nothing like that. So the idea is that it would include cars that drift on a coaster track to replicate the movement of cars in the films. So Alicia Stella, she's a blogger. She has her own website, and she said that recently she shared a screenshot of a study submitted by Universal Studios, which indicates the ride will have a track that begins on the upper lot. It goes over the Starway escalator, descending toward the lower lot, then back up again. So this is going to be a full-on roller coaster.
Wow.
It's not that crap that's in Orlando. It's an actual roller coaster, which I think that this park really needs. They don't have a lot of room. So the fact that they're going to do this and it's going to go over those escalators from the top lot to the bottom lot, upper lot to lower lot, to me is crazy.
That's really impressive if they can do that.
Yeah, I heard that they've been, because, it's all on the hills. So I heard that they've been trying to determine whether the hill can withstand it. But, and a lot of people said that they weren't going to be able to do it because I guess in that area there's a lot of sound issues and you can only be so loud because there's the, when we stayed at the hotel, you have residential not too far away. But my thinking is, it's a theme park. I mean, you can be on Jurassic World and people are screaming.
Yeah. You can't help that.
I don't know. I think this is a much needed thing for this park that would bring in a lot of people. I mean, obviously we have Super Nintendo World coming, but then if they added a world-class drifting I love Fast and the Furious anyway.
I do too. I think
it's great. One of their biggest franchises. They've had 10 movies now, I think. So I think it'd be really cool.
I agree.
And if you're getting rid of shows, to me, for a coaster, like, yeah, I'm all for it.
Well, hopefully they come through and do something cool like that. I think that would be awesome. But so it would take them, what, a couple years at least to do something like that? 2-3 years?
You'd think so. Yeah. The other thing, so I've been looking a lot about Super Nintendo World. It's definitely progressing. They've been doing a lot of testing. I've seen, like, the coins that are starting to move around. I've seen Yoshi start to move around. That's really cool. It definitely looks like, so they're still planning on early 2023. I'm going to bet that they're going to start letting some pass holders or media, hopefully Universal Studios is listening to us and we could be considered media, start to go in. That would be awesome. And we would definitely give you a 5-star review and we could talk about it on our podcast. But yeah, it looks like things are going really cool. I cannot wait for this land. I think it's going to be awesome. Mario Kart. Man, I've loved Mario Kart since I was a teenager.
Mario Kart. Whee!
So this land, I don't know. Are you excited about this land at all? Because you're not a big Mario fan.
Well, I've never been like a huge gamer, Nintendo player, video game player until I met you. I didn't, and I still am not very good at the games or anything like that. But we do have a Wii, and I have enjoyed playing the Mario Kart.
And we used to play Mario Party. And I'm not a big gamer
and that was
either.
a lot of fun. Like, I enjoyed that. Like, that's cool. And now that, you know, the girls, they're really good at Mario Kart. You've taught them all of the secrets.
Now they beat me.
Yeah, they do.
And it drives me nuts.
It does. It's funny to watch. It's really impressive. But I remember, I mean, it brings back a lot of memories. So it's from when you and I first started playing. And so I think it'll be cool just to kind of watch the land come to life, and just anything that you enjoy that you can, a game or anything you can play at home, and then you go to a theme park and it comes to life. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think when you have a land that is dedicated just to one thing, I think that's awesome, because it's like Hogsmeade or Diagon Alley, to where you're immersed in that land, and I think that's cool. I think that's what this land is going to bring whenever you walk in. It's going to be like, oh my God, I'm not in the park anymore. I'm just in this one land, and I think that's another thing that Universal Studios Hollywood needs. They have some sections like that,
like
mostly Simpsons and Hogsmeade. And then you kind of have
Jurassic a little bit.
Yeah, but even Jurassic, that's like 3 different areas right there. There's nothing, it's not like one big immersive land.
Yeah.
It's kind of just the lower lot. So yeah, I'm excited about this for sure. And there was an email sent out to the pass holders that it's going to be a reservation system at first, because I think this is going to be something that's so big. I don't think it'll be to the level of like Hogsmeade when it first came in, but I think this is going to be such a popular land that they're not going to allow just unlimited amounts of people in there. I mean, you saw it when we were there. It's not huge. They don't have
there's
a
not
lot
a ton
to
of
work
space.
with. So yeah, it's going to be a reservation system. I think from what I saw on the email is like, you know, pass holders they won't be able to use their Express for Mario Kart at first, which is how Universal typically does it with these new rides. They don't allow Express. It's just normal. But after 3 p.m., it will allow the pass holders for certain levels to be able to get in there and make reservations. A lot of people don't like reservations. Like Disney right now, it has burnt people. It's made them be put off because of their reservation system, and it gets worse and worse. But this is one of those situations where it is a smaller park that I don't know how else they could really do it.
Well, I imagine that I get that part, because you're having to plan and, you know, try to figure out exactly what time you're going to be there and everything. I mean, that can be overwhelming. That can be a lot for people to have to do that and commit to something like that, because it's hard enough, at least for me. I know you're really good at this, but at least for me, like, okay, we have to be here at this time, and then we can do this, this, and this, and then we got to be at Nintendo World at 5 p.m. or whatever it is.
I don't mind it, but I get why people don't like it, because the main part about Universal has always been the fact that you can just go with the flow, but that's just not going to be the reality for this land at first. But yeah, the last little piece of news, and it's little, is Toothsome's Chocolate Emporium. I've seen some pictures, and it looks like the facade's coming together really nicely. We've been here in Orlando. I guess our last trip there wasn't great by any means.
Do you want to explain why it wasn't great?
Well,
we were sick.
Yeah, I guess that was part of it. I don't remember the food being over the top great.
The food was fine. The food was good, but I think we were expecting it to be over the top, like fantastic. And it wasn't. It was pretty mediocre.
And it could have been, like you said, like long day. I remember for us,
you guys felt
it was late.
I don't think I was sick.
I think it was pretty late at night.
You and Sophie were the ones who were sick. It wasn't late at night. We had reservations.
Yeah, but by the time we got our food, I think we had reservations for maybe 6, but by the time we got our food, I think it was like a little after 7. I remember it taking long. Nonetheless, this is a cool restaurant. It kind of reminds me of like Charlie and Chocolate Factory, and the facade's awesome. Inside's awesome.
Yeah, the desserts were amazing.
But it's supposed to be open early 2023.
Oh, perfect.
Seems like
for Nintendo
everything
World.
is opening early 2023, so there's a lot of exciting things that's happening at this location.
Very cool.
That is the news. Now we are going to get on to what this episode's all about. And listen, there's a lot of hotels within this area. Narrowing them down, we'll get to that in the future. I think we'll get into more of... We'll maybe focus on 1 or 2, and then we'll get more detailed. But this one is just going to give you some options, some places that you could stay, and it's going to be kind of a generic version of the hotels, but it'll give you some options. So the first one for me is called The Garland. If you go on Hotels.com, this is actually one of the more highly rated one. They rate it 9.2 out of 10. And I'm going to read the description straight from Hotels.com. When you stay at the Garland in North Hollywood, you'll be near the airport within a 5-minute drive of Universal Studios Hollywood and Universal City Walk. This 4-star hotel is 4.6 miles from Hollywood Walk of Fame and 11.7 miles from Crypto.com Arena. I don't know what that arena is.
Yeah, that was going to be my first question.
As far as the rooms, it says, make yourself home in one of the 257 guest rooms featuring refrigerators and microwaves. Wow. Rooms have private balconies. That's cool. Flat screen TVs. I don't know of another TV that's not a flat screen since 2000.
I was going to say 1996.
Great idea. I mean, awesome. They have satellite programming. They provide entertainment, while complimentary wireless internet access keeps you connected. Wow. Have we ever... Yeah, I guess we have watched TV because of sicknesses, so I guess that can be part of it. Yeah, typically, I'd say without sicknesses, we would never watch
TV, but we did when we were in Orlando. I think we actually rented, I think we actually paid to rent a movie.
Oh, we did.
And it was Sing 2.
And we always say those people are so pathetic, but we had no choice.
Yeah.
So sometimes you just got to go with the flow, I guess.
Absolutely.
Private bathrooms with bathtubs or showers feature complimentary toiletries and hair dryers. Great. Amenities. Don't miss out on the many recreational opportunities, including an outdoor pool, a spa tub, and a fitness center, because everybody likes to work out when they're on vacation.
A workout.
Yeah. We've never done that either, but I will say we have seen some cool workout rooms. Sapphire Falls in Orlando.
Yeah, it's definitely cool to look at, and like the idea of it is like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get up and maybe like do a 30-minute weightlifting workout before. But the reality is, you're on your feet all day long.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing.
Like you're getting 20,000 plus steps a day.
That's what I was just gonna say.
I mean,
and if you're like us, our last trip to where we were so excited at that one point, we didn't even use the escalators.
No, you're running up and down the stairs. Well, yeah.
Yeah, I got video of you. I'm following you too. And
I'm like, screw this. Let's just go. Because it was just going. It felt like slow motion.
Yep. Some more things that it says. Additional amenities at this Art Deco hotel include complimentary wireless internet access, concierge services, and gift shop newsstands.
Concierge?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Concierge.
Whatever. Listen, this is a universal podcast. We are not talking about English as the first language. If you're planning a day at a nearby theme park, you can hop on the complimentary shuttle.
Okay, that was going to be my first question, because I like that it's close to the airport, but it's far enough from the theme park that you would need to either rent a car or have a shuttle. So is the shuttle free? Did you say complimentary?
That's what it says.
Yes.
Which is a big perk.
Absolutely.
And it says 5-minute drive, so it can't be...
No, that's great.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the times. I didn't look into that because we like to be there early. But I think if it's a hotel that has that, it could be worth it if you were saving some money.
Is there a huge price difference?
You know, that's the thing. And then I'll get into after we kind of go over all of these. Dining. Enjoy a meal at the restaurant or stay in and take advantage of the hotel's room service. Relax with your favorite drink at the bar lounge or at the poolside bar. Buffet breakfasts are available daily from 6 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. for a fee. I didn't look what the fee was or anything like that. Business amenities, I don't know. Does anybody do this stuff anymore? But just for the sake of if anybody cares, featured amenities include a business center, limo town car service. Yep, that's what we want. And complimentary newspapers and a lobby. They still have newspapers. I don't know if they still have newspapers because most people don't. Self-parking, subject to charges, is available on site. I wish I would have looked at what they charge for parking. I didn't. I'm a failure.
Probably at least $50 a night, I'd guess.
Well,
maybe 35.
Yeah, I think it was 35. More like 35. But most of these hotels that we're going to talk about tonight do have charge for parking, but there is one that doesn't. So that's something else you need to factor in. Some of the rooms that they have. I looked at these rooms for January 6th. So it's a Friday. I just looked for one night. And
January
obviously
6th, 2023.
2023, yes. Obviously, that'll change depending on...
time of year.
Sure. So these prices are going to fluctuate. But just for that day, I looked at a deluxe room, which is a 1 king bed with tax. This is Hotels.com. $294. They have a deluxe room, 1 king pool view, $325. They have a room with 2 queen beds, $325, same price as the pool view king. They have a superior room that has multiple beds. This was cool. Kids room. So it has 1 queen bed and 1 twin bunk beds.
Oh, the girls would like a bunk bed.
That's cool, but $450 a night.
Oh.
Yeah. For
a nice price.
And then they have a suite, which is 1 king, 1 large twin bunk bed, $503 a night.
Oh. Whew.
So that is the Garland Hotel.
The Garland.
So Mrs. Day is going to talk about another option here.
All right. So I have the Best Western Plus Media Center Inn and Suites. This received a 8.4 out of 10 rating on Hotels.com. So I'll kind of do the same thing of what Chad did. I'll just kind of read the description here. It says, so when you stay here at the Best Western Plus Media Center Inn in Burbank, you'll be in the entertainment district within a 10-minute drive of Universal Studios Hollywood and Hollywood Walk of Fame. Okay, 10 minutes. So that's 5 minutes longer. So this one's a little bit farther away, it sounds like to me. Let's see. Near Universal Studios Hollywood, make yourself at home in one of the 68 guest rooms featuring refrigerators and microwaves. Okay. Your room comes with a pillow top bed. Wired and wireless internet access is complimentary. Flat screen television, satellite programming to provide entertainment. Okay, so we got internet and TV.
Okay,
Bam.
what everybody needs.
Private bathrooms with bathtubs or showers feature complimentary toiletries and hair dryers. So this is considered, you'll be in the entertainment district within a 10-minute drive, like I said, to Universal Studios. The hotel is 10.5 miles from Dodger Stadium. So that's kind of cool if we had to go to a baseball game.
I never thought about that during the summertime.
That would be cool. I mean, we love baseball.
That'd be cool.
And let's see, and 2.5 miles from Universal City Walk. Okay, so the types of rooms that they have here. So they have what's called a business room. So it's 1 king, sleeps 2. Free breakfast.
Yes, so that's the biggest key and we've stayed at Best Western Pluses before here in Oregon,
where we get free breakfast at Denny's.
Yeah, so that's a big deal. I mean, the savings that you would have for free breakfast, and then later on you'll get into something else.
Parking is free too.
Parking is free at this location too.
Holy moly, that's huge.
So,
but my question is, do they have a shuttle? I don't see anything about a shuttle.
Yeah, I didn't see anything about a shuttle either.
That's super disappointing.
Yeah.
That's a bummer. Okay, well, that's cool, though. I like the free breakfast and the free parking.
But you're right. If you had to drive, then you're going to pay for parking.
At Universal.
So that would kind of get rid of that.
You just kind of have to weigh out your options. That's what it comes down to with all of these. You have to weigh out your options and compare, kind of like what we're saying and doing here. And then you have to also just realize, what is it worth to you? Is it worth it to drive to Universal and park? Is it, or do you prefer, is it easier, less overwhelming to just have your hotel and have like a 5-minute walk and not have to deal with the parking? That's me right there. Anyways, okay, so another room here at the Best Western, there's a standard room with 2 queens, sleeps 4. That's $310. My bad. I need to go back to the business room with the 1 king, sleeps 2. I think that's $266 a night. I didn't go over the price.
Yeah.
$266 a night with tax. And again, this is for the January 6th date that Chad used, a hypothetical date. Okay, so the standard room with 2 queens, sleeps 4, that'd be $310 with tax per night. There is a suite with 1 king, sleeps 4, that'd be $454 a night, including tax. And then there's another suite with 1 king, 1 queen, 1 double sofa bed for $565 a night with tax. So, I mean, depending on how many people you had going, say it was even a couple families and you split the price of that room, then that could be kind of reasonable.
What you just said right there would be awesome. If you had someone that you felt really cool about, a family, and you decided to do that, I know how hotels frown upon that, but if you were doing some of that...
Do they?
Well, sure. They're not going to want 2 families in one hotel room and then all of a sudden, splitting the cost. But
if you have a room, if you're paying for a room that has 1 king, a queen, and a double bed sofa, either you have a huge family or you're going to have 2 families, I mean...
Listen, if there's anybody that is listening to this podcast and you want to join us, let's get to know each other and we'll share this price here.
Yeah, but I need a shuttle.
I guess I should have done a little bit more research, and I'll get on that.
No,
if anybody listening, definitely let us know. All right. Next hotel is called, it's the BLVD, which I'm going to say is Boulevard.
Okay.
Hotel and Spa. This actually had the lowest rating out of all 5, 6.8 out of 10. But I've looked at this hotel. It looks really cool. So the description on this. With a stay at the BLVD Hotel and Spa, walking distance to Universal Studios Hollywood. Ooh. You'll be centrally located in Studio City, a 2-minute drive from Universal Studios Hollywood.
2-minute drive, so what? 10-minute walk or less? You
would think so. Mm-hmm. Yep. And an 8 minutes from Hollywood Walk of Fame, which we need to do one of these days.
8-minute walk, you said?
Yep. This boutique hotel is 10.9 miles from Crypto.com Arena again and 11 miles from Dodger Stadium. So maybe we would take Ron with us, I guess.
Yeah. That'd be great.
Here's some things about the rooms. Here's what it says. Make yourself at home in one of the 69 air conditioning rooms. So this is a smaller hotel. This is way small.
Well, the one that I just said only has 68 rooms.
Oh, okay. These two are definitely smaller hotels then. So they have refrigerators and plasma TVs. Great. Complimentary wireless internet. Okay.
I think we can establish most of these have
private bathroom, blah, blah, blah.
Internet,
all right.
TV.
Amenities. Be sure to enjoy recreational amenities, including an indoor pool and a 24-hour fitness center. Whoop, whoop. This hotel also features complimentary wireless internet. Yeah, got it. All right. Dining. Satisfy your appetite at the hotel's coffee shop cafe or stop in at the snack bar deli. Quench your thirst with your favorite drink at the bar lounge. Of course, we don't know what this actually looks like. Check it out, but here's another option. I'm going to pass on the business amenities. You can look that up. So let's go over rooms.
Oh, real quick. You've mentioned like bars and lounges, and the first one that you said, and this one, I didn't say anything about a bar and lounge.
I guess yours doesn't have a bar lounge,
which is fine. That's not a deal breaker for me, honestly. I mean, it's kind of cool, but it's not a deal breaker for me.
Usually we have the girls, but a pool bar lounge, I think,
the pool
is
bar
something that we're looking for.
Yeah, so
because
the Best Western didn't have a pool, right? I didn't I don't recall talking about a pool. Okay, I just want to make sure I'm not totally losing it here.
No, and that's a big deal for us. But once again, you got to kind of...
depending on the time of year that you're going. So if you're going during a time of year that it's maybe not... I mean, it's Southern California. It's going to be pretty warm most of the time. But I imagine, if you're going in January, it might not be like outdoor pool weather, maybe.
Maybe not, but some of these have indoor pool. Well, the one I'm reading right now has an indoor pool.
And that's cool. Yeah.
It is cool, but also you never know what you're going to say. So many people say, I'm not going to spend much time in the hotel, but as we know, things happen. Things change.
Definitely.
You may get at the park, you get tired. If you're going with the family of 4 like us, like we've said before, maybe 2 of you want to go back. So don't get in that mindset that the hotel doesn't matter, because for us, it does. You also want to feel comfortable. You want to feel like you're somewhere. For us, it's important to stay somewhere that's as nice or nicer than what we have right now, I think, because you're on vacation. So you should feel a little spoiled, but maybe you don't need that. Anyway, room rates. So this was kind of funny because a lot of these prices were the same, but I'm going to go over some of the types of rooms. They have a standard room, which is 2 queen beds, sleeps for 398 square feet. So like, if you're looking at our game room right now, this is like $450. So a little bit less than this. $366 a night. That's with tax. That's with everything included. They also have what's called the Boulevard 2 King. So it has 2 king beds, 452 square feet, sleeps 3. This is the weird part. Just for this date, same price. Same price as the standard room. I'm sure that's going to change as it goes. I wasn't able to get prices on the other 2 because they were sold out for this particular date, so I don't really know. But they also have a suite. It's a 1 king bed, 398 square feet. And they have a presidential suite, which is 1 king with a kitchen.
Oh, wow, a kitchen.
Oh, kitchen. And it is 750 square feet, but it says it only sleeps 3. So
the prices are a little bit more than like the Best Western that I just said, but you're taking into account that you can walk there. It's within walking distance.
closer. And if you look at the picture right now, I mean, it looks nice. It looks really, really nice and clean.
Looks fine. It looks fine.
Yeah.
It's nothing fancy. Not like where we stayed,
Well,
which we'll get.
I'm getting
soon.
there last.
I know.
we're,
Just saying.
we're trying not to
you
be...
spoiled me. You shouldn't have started.
Rating wise, it's not as high though as some of the others.
That's crazy.
It's not as high as the next one that you're about to talk about.
All right. This is the Sheraton Universal Hotel. This had a 8.6 out of 10
And I'm going to say,
rating.
there are two hotels that are literally right next to the park, and they are side by side, and they are going to be the last two that we're talking about.
So that's this one.
Yep.
Okay.
Do you remember where we
yes.
stayed? This was the one right next
Yes.
door.
Okay. This is not the one that we stayed at. Okay. So this is located in Universal City. Sheraton Universal Hotel is in the entertainment district, 1 minute drive from Universal Studios Hollywood and 5 minutes from Capitol Records Tower. This is a 4-star hotel, 2.5 miles from Warner Brothers Studio, which Chad desperately wanted to go to last
We're
time
going
and
to
was
next
trying
time.
to convince me, and it just didn't happen.
Well, because the time didn't really work
And
out.
money.
And then, well, it wasn't so much the money because that goes on a credit card.
Wow.
No, it was going to be more about the time because we're 9.5, 10-hour drive. So we wouldn't have got in till...
It took us 12 hours.
Well, we stopped at the olive pit and got some olives that no one cares about.
Whatever.
Whatever. Yeah, right. Okay.
Anyways, yes. If you're just driving straight through, we could do like 9-10 hours. But we had some bathroom breaks. We did want to stop at the olive pit, and there was one other
We stopped at
stop.
Ghirardelli Factory.
Yes. You wanted to stop there, so we had to
did.
stop for ice cream. So there were some good stops, but it just took us a little bit longer.
Well, maybe next time we can fly.
Yeah, we talked about that. That might be okay, but that has
Then
your
you have
cons
to-
as well.
Then you have, yep.
So, anyways, so this is once again 2.5 miles from Warner Brothers Studio and 3.1 miles from Hollywood Bowl. What's that?
I think the Hollywood Bowl is where they do concerts. I feel like we should know more about this, but
Yeah.
I think that's where they do a lot of famous
We'll have
concerts.
to look into that. Okay. So, rooms. So, this has 461
bigger.
air-conditioned rooms. Wow. So, we go from 68 to 60-something to 461 air-conditioned rooms. LCD TV. Okay, so you have TV. Your bed comes with down comforters. Ooh, I love me
Oh,
some down
boy.
comforter. Oh, yeah. And premium bedding. Of course, you have internet and cable, private bathrooms with showers featuring designer toiletries and hair dryers. Okay. So take advantage of recreational opportunities offered, including an outdoor pool, a spa tub, and a fitness center. Additional features at this hotel include complimentary wireless internet, concierge services, and gift shops, newsstands as well. So they have some dining. They have a restaurant which specializes in American cuisine and a poolside bar.
Yep. Poolside bar. I just sent you a picture of that bar yesterday or the day before, and you're like, well, it's not as nice as where we stayed.
Did you send it to me?
I did. It's okay.
I don't
Yeah.
recall. Well, it looks like they're going to be renovating, though, here
Yep.
soon. Actually, right now they're renovating currently through January 14th. So this hotel does allow pets, so it's pet friendly. And let's see here. So the types of rooms that they have at this hotel, there's a traditional room, which is one king bed, 325 square feet, sleeps 2. That's $319 a night with tax.
Which isn't that bad
No.
compared to a lot of the places.
Compared to the location?
Yeah, this is one
the pool?
This is one that I really think that we should try the next time we go.
Well, I'll be curious to hear the comparison of the price to the one that I really liked. But Okay, so $319 a night with tax. There's a premium room with one king. What is lanai?
I don't know what that
lanai
is
pool
either.
view.
I do not know what that is either. That was just in the description.
350 square feet.
Yeah.
Sleeps to $336 a night. There's a traditional room, 2 double beds, 325 square feet. Sleeps for $347 a night with tax. One king bed, corner, 335 square feet. Sleeps to $365 a night with tax. Premium room, 2 queen. Lanai pool view, 350 square feet, sleeps for $376 a night. I think we could get a room with a king bed, and we could just all 4 sleep on the king bed.
Well, we do that normally anyway. Now, this one...
I mean, this sounds okay.
It does, and we saw it. We walked right beside it. It looks cool. It's a easy walk to the parks. You wouldn't have to drive.
Which I like. That is huge for me.
You have a small little walk up a hill, which is fine.
I can deal with that.
I think it'd be cool to stay there just so we could have some research and kind of know another hotel.
Okay, I want to know. What's the price comparison to the one that I liked?
Okay.
It's killing me.
So
I just want to know.
This is the last hotel that we're talking about. This is the one we stayed at a couple months ago.
And it's amazing.
This is the Hilton Los Angeles Universal City. Hotels.com ranked this at 8.4 out of 10. So if you look at the rankings compared to some of these,
the ratings.
Ratings. So what? Sheraton was 8.6, right? Mm-hmm. Obviously, let's look.
Best
Boulevard
Western
was low. What was
Best
the Best
Western? Was 8.4.
And that's what this one is. And then the Garland was 9.2. So for whatever reason, people didn't like that. Take it for what you will. Let's read a little bit about this one. So this business hotel comprises of 3 restaurants, which we saw, and I think maybe we would want to take advantage of next time.
It was so expensive,
fancy like. They serve American and seafood cuisine. Sorry for me flipping these pages. Let's read about it. Los Angeles Hotel is close to the big movie theme Universal Studios Hollywood Amusement Park. We know. The accommodation is located close to Hollywood Hills. There is Hollywood Walk of Fame that is 4.9 kilometers away. I don't know why it said that. So that's probably less than like 2 miles, I would guess. Look onto the park. Some rooms at this perfect accommodation offer floor-to-ceiling windows. Oh, man.
The windows were awesome. The view was awesome.
Floor-to-ceiling windows furnished with a sofa set. These units are designed in a contemporary manner. The private bathrooms are appointed with hairdryers and bath sheets. Great. So they have...
Just what you need, a hairdryer.
Cafe Sierra is an in-house American restaurant serving American dishes. There's a poolside bar on site. It wasn't that great.
The pool was... I thought the pool was great. No, I know what you're getting at. Yeah. I understand. The pool was great. The hot tub was... the hot tub was great. It was too hot for me. I can't do like over 100 degrees. But yeah, it was like a trailer. How would you describe it?
That is
like a mobile home trailer setting. It was kind of...
You would think with a hotel of this magnitude that they would have something nicer than what they had, and maybe that was just a temporary thing.
But I'm not complaining because they did have drinks. They had snacks. They had, you could order food, adult beverages, sodas, even like smoothies and stuff. So there was quite a bit to choose from. So I was impressed with that.
So it's a 5-minute stroll from Universal City shuttle bus stop. We didn't take advantage of that. We didn't do the shuttle.
Why would you? Where would the shuttle take you to?
To the parks.
It took 5 minutes to walk there, though.
Yeah, like 8 minutes. I mean, for people that can't handle that, because it is a little bit of a stroll up a hill, and then you go over a bridge. So,
I get what you're saying. We did go up some stairs.
Right.
Okay, I'm being selfish. My bad.
Yeah. 10-minute ride from Hollywood Vine train station in Los Angeles. Guests can work out in a gym. Let's go over... Sorry for all the noise. Let's go over the rooms. Some of the rooms. 1 king bed with sofa bed corner. So this is a city view, 440 square feet. So it's a little bit bigger, I think, than some of the other ones. This one was $316 with tax on Hotels.com. They also have a one king smaller room, $376, sleeps to a mountain view for $292. Well, that's pretty good, I think. This is just for this time of year. They have a two double beds, which who wants to sleep on a double bed, especially when our girls want to get into the bed with us. That won't work. You'll be in one bed with one of them. I'll be in the other bed. 390 square feet, sleeps for $306.
That's the mountain view one?
That's, no.
Or that's no view?
That's no view.
Oh.
Right. The mountain view was a one king for $292, which is a good deal.
Sounds like it.
Put the girls on the floor. We'll take the sleeping bags. I'm not kidding. Our daughter's looking at us right now like, what? Executive room, one king on the executive level, whatever that means. 377 square feet, sleeps $316 a night. They have a executive room, one king with the park view, 376 square feet for $331. And then the room that we liked, which was a one king with a sofa bed, corner room, park view, $331 a night, which I'm going to say, this is the room that we got lucky enough to have 2 nights in a row. It is top to bottom windows. You can see the park.
It's
you
gorgeous.
Can see the Hollywood Hills. It's amazing. It's awesome. We paid a little bit more, but that was also more peak season than these dates that we're telling you. But it's all... So what we're trying to say, we gave you different options, but the main thing that I learned from this, and you can look at the prices too, Mrs. Day, is I don't see a big difference in pricing. Like, for us...
Well, especially, okay, like even going back to the Best Western, you know, a suite, a one king suite sleeps $454 a night.
But, okay, so the only thing about the Best Western is we didn't see a shuttle or anything like that, but free breakfast, free parking. At the other places, I'm a failure, but it was $35 a night when we stayed for parking.
Okay.
That's an extra $70. You're not getting the free breakfast. So that can add to it.
You're such a smart man. Yes. We have to take all that into account.
Now, for us, it's more about convenience and a place that we really enjoy being at. And if we want to walk back to the parks, it's a place we can go to. Some of you may be more thinking budget-wise, and you may thinking like a Best Western Plus, to where you can have that free breakfast. And because I will say, these locations, when we realized when we were there, is City Walk. We love Voodoo Donuts, but Voodoo Donuts didn't even open until I think 11.
It was 11. So you had
that's not an option if you want to get into the parks early.
Basically, Starbucks was like your breakfast option.
Yeah,
unless you're at the
you're right.
hotel.
There was a Starbucks in the Hilton where we stayed. So I thought that I was gonna, in doing this research, and this is only 5 hotels. There's plenty more. There's some real crappers that we wouldn't stay at, but there are some other options.
Because we're fancy like.
Yeah. Well, if we're going to go on a vacation, we want to feel like we're on vacation, and we're going to save for it by saving on our credit card. And no, but so there's plenty more options. These are just some of the things that I looked up, and I didn't really notice a big difference in price. So for me, and I think you're going to be in the same boat, pay a little bit more, be closer, and
it's totally worth it for me. You don't have to convince me that it's...
Okay.
I mean, I will say, though, that maybe we should compare this more as far as food. We did take some food. Like, we took breakfast items with us, but, like, I feel like most of us... I love breakfast. I'm a huge breakfast person, but you and the girls don't seem like you can just get up and eat necessarily.
No, because we're so excited to get to the parks. Yeah,
but once we get moving and stuff, then it's like, oh, I'm hungry. So I tend to try to pack, a granola bar or protein shake or something. But it seems like we will end up buying some kind of food along the way, but just know once you're out and about going there, and maybe we just didn't see or find these places, but in the experience that we had, it was just Starbucks that we ended up finding in the park.
Yeah, we did go to one.
I don't think we had a Starbucks in our hotel, though. It was a coffee bar.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
They did have like a coffee place. I don't know what it was called, but they did have some little breakfast, bananas, fruits, pastries type of thing. But, and there may be there was that one shop once we were in the park. Mm-hmm. But again, it depends on what time of year going, and it depends on when the park opens, because I believe that sometimes the park doesn't open till later, 10 a.m., sure. Right?
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right.
So,
which, once again,
you just have to take into account the time of year going, when the park opens, all of those things.
Once again, we're not professionals on this park. We've been a few times. We went recently. I think you can feel our enjoyment of the park and our passion of the park, and we hope to get to know the park better, and that's our goal. So we're just trying to help people out. And so we've started the Facebook page, and that is Daydreaming of Universal Studios Hollywood. So get on there, like our page. Of course, you can listen any way that you normally listen to podcasts. Definitely reach out to us. Talk about your experiences with this particular one. Talk about some of the hotels that you've been at, and tell us some of the places that you like. I think that'd be helpful.
Yeah, there's some hidden gems. Please let us know. But no, I think this is really cool. I think this is great that you are putting this together, because I'm the type of person that it stresses me out to go online and do a bunch of research on all of this stuff. I literally get overwhelmed, full on panic attack, and I prefer to just listen. I want someone to talk to me, tell me, okay, these are your options, these are the prices, these are the perks, pros, cons type of thing, and then kind of try to make my decision from there. So I think this is pretty cool that people can just, and sometimes you don't have time to look and research and read and all this stuff, but you can be doing your daily job or whatever it is you do on a daily basis, and you can listen. So hopefully this is helpful to you guys.
Yeah, like I said in the past, there's not a lot of people that are focusing strictly on this park. I think this park is going to grow a lot in popularity. I know that there's a lot of movies and shows that are made in this area, but I wonder if in the future they try to get rid of more, because for Super Nintendo World they got rid of a soundstage. I wonder if they think maybe the future is more in the theme parks and they get rid of more sound stages and try to expand this park even more. Mm-hmm. Obviously, they can't do anything like Orlando does because of the area.
The space.
But I think that this is a park that is going to grow in popularity. I think we're right at the start of it being really popular.
Interesting.
So we hope you like our podcast. We will have one of these once a week. And next week we'll have something exciting for you. And this is going to kind of be how it goes. We'll have a little bit of news if we have any news. And then we're going to go into a subject every now and then. But definitely reach out to us. So, yeah. You got anything else to say, Mrs. Day?
I don't think so. I think just mainly when you're trying to make this decision of your vacation, just write down what your expectations are or what you would like, and if you don't know what that is, then hopefully this helps you guys out and helps you hear what options there are and make a good decision on what works best for your family. So I'm kind of a as I said, Queen Bee princess. I will be the first to admit that I want to be within walking distance. I want to be able to come back, get in the pool, take a nap, regroup, recharge, go back to the park.
I'm not a princess, and that's my idea too. So,
all right.
Thank you.